guys, welcome back to Arry the Stag. It's TR Tony here. Hope you're well wherever you are. Nice to see you online again. Got some really exciting news this week because there has been a development down at Alan the Welders since my last video, which I think I showed you last week. Both Alan and Kai were just working through the body tub, getting it ready for paint. Well, absolute joy of joy, a red letter day. Actually, we've started to get some paint on the body tub itself, so I'll show you that in just a minute. But I also thought, because I was looking to prepare for this video today, and it just reminded me actually of what the car was that we actually bought way back in 2017, I think it was. So I just thought I'd share with you a few pictures of the car as we first found it, and then I'll move in to show you what Alan's done this week, and you can see what you think. It's very exciting. Let's have a look at UNY 49M then, when we first got it home. And before I show you the up-to-date picture where Alan has done his magic, I just thought it would be interesting, if not fun, to go back and look at UNY 49M as we bought it. And here is the car, I think a few months before we purchased the car off the previous owner. As you can see on the face of it, looks okay. A few bodywork bits and pieces needed doing. It was in pimento red. There was some rust and some paint missing, which belied actually what on earth was underneath it all, which was predominantly filler in many places, and double panels in fact on the back offside quarter where it had been whacked up the backside. You'll see here the hood frame itself was jammed and stuck open, thus letting lots of water and rain in, which is such a great shame. But at least it was a complete car and had been looked after in the past. You could tell that it had just been sat on its own for about 10 years, gathering dust, rain and mould, and needed quite a lot of TLC, as we later were to find out. In particular, the offside had a serious bash on this corner here. In fact, you can't make that out too well, but the bumper itself was crunched into the rear wing. Looking along this side, you'll have noticed in previous videos it had taken a serious whack here. We're not quite sure what happened to it, but this was a concave door, and it was all folded and crunched up here, and yeah, it was in a bit of a sorry state when we saw it. Various bits and pieces missing, like the badge, and eventually I think the hood did come down, but that was the state it was in as we got hold of it. And as I mentioned, the interior on the face of it wasn't too bad, he says. The seats had been replaced at some point in the past with a pipinged vinyl covering. The seat squabs, which you've seen me pull apart lately, were compressed and rather tired, so these all needed doing. Here you can see the internal material had all crumbled, and there you go, that was it. But as I say, at least the car was complete, and it gave us a very good project car to get going. And this was the reality of where we first found the car, up against a wall under the Heathrow flight path, looking very tired indeed, and you can really see the rust and damage that this car had suffered. There was actually a pool of water on the back seat in which I think you could have had a couple of fish swimming around where the rain had ingressed so much. But yeah, we believed in what we were doing. We bought the car, as you know, and the rest, as they say, is history. And literally just a final shot to remind ourselves of what the car looked like when it actually did first come home. So this was parked up our old drive. We managed to push the car in. I think the boys did a sterling job because it weighed a ton. It wasn't under its own power, as you know. And this was the start of the whole Arry the Stag experience. It seems quite a long time ago now, but it's been worth every step of the way, and we're thoroughly enjoying it and really appreciate you watching the channel and following our journey. It's a very exciting time for all of us. Okay, so that was the journey, which many of you will have followed with us over the recent months, I'm sure. Back in 2017, I think you can agree with me, it was a pretty sorry state, but it was a complete car, which is really cool. Now let's go and have a look at Alan and see the video that he sent in this week, because I think you'll be quite surprised at what he's been doing. Before I actually start the film, I just thought I'd mention the bright, beautiful Inca yellow colour that this car is going to be. This obviously is going to be the underside of the car. You can see how Alan still has it upside down. He wanted to get this finish completed before he then flipped the car over to do the proper body finish. There's a bit more welding to do and a little bit more filling to do and body prep, but then the final coat of paint will go over the top. So if I just start the film now, this is the Raptor finish that he's now put on the car, designed to set almost like a really tough plastic that will reject any salt, spray, any moisture, any rust and so on. And if you remember just how much welding Alan had to do on this car, I think he's made quite a remarkable job of it all, and it's looking really clean and tidy, nothing like the car that we first bought almost 3 years ago now. Maybe if I let the film go around again, you'll appreciate just the level of detail. So all the panels are straight and true and ready to go. As I say, he will flip the car over and do the top side in due course. I think there is a little bit of welding still to be done on the top side, but he wanted, as I say, to get this job done first before flipping the car back up the right way. And I think it's looking, yeah, very good. I don't think we're too far away from getting the car back to home to then rebuild the car. So well done, Alan, you're a star. And Kai too, his son, brilliant job, fellas, fantastic. Really appreciate all that you've done. Okay, so that's been really good to see what he's been up to. That inky yellow I think is going to look absolutely brilliant, especially when it's all done and all that chrome on the car. It's going to look absolutely brilliant. Black interior is what we want, black vinyl with that inky yellow colour, and I think it's going to look awesome. It really is. Cool. Okay, just before we go, I also thought I'd just share with you a few pictures that Timothy sent in this week. It'll be a surprise to him, I'm sure. And let me just show you that, and you'll see what I mean. On the Arry The Stag Facebook group this week, Timothy just sent in a few photographs of what looks like to be a Mark II Triumph Stag in brown, with a lovely brown hood and also quite a interesting number plate on it as well, and very up together car, and looks really cool. As you can see, it looks like he's been out and about. I don't know if this was done before the lockdown. I suspect it probably was, but yeah, look at that registration, TKT 739. Looks awesome. I love the contrasting brown interior. You can see the biscuit style interior there. It complements the car very well. The car looks really straight, nice and true, and I'm sure it sounds great too. No doubt he'll send us something, maybe a video or something of it in due course sometime. That'll be good to see. But yeah, what a lovely car it is. And Timothy too actually just asked us for an Arry The Stag windscreen badge of honour, so we were very happy to oblige. And here you can see the Arry The Stag badge of honour sported on his near side window. So looks really cool on the windscreen there, and now officially wearing the Arry The Stag badge of honour. Cheers, Timothy, all the best and well done. Alright guys, so that's about it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Tim, thanks to Alan, thanks to Kai for all the hard work that they're doing. Thanks to you guys too for following Arry The Stag and for all the great comments that we're getting. Please keep sending them in. We're really excited to hear about your stories and your progress. If you want to send videos and photographs, more than happy to do that. We might even feature one or two of them on the channel as and when we can. But without further ado, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Hope everything's going okay where you are. Please stay safe. Enjoy your Triumph Stags or your Classics, because we like either and like both. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like what you see, which is really cool. And we'll see you online on Arry The Stag very soon. Cheers guys, all the best.